competition that I competed in. I wish I would have won that veto, to be honest with you. I was probably like a minute and a half behind Mackenzie. And it was Brooklyn's comic that got me jacked up. But I loved it. And what people don't know, so that competition is played. I just saw my comic. Here, it's right here. Let's go, baby! That light is just terrible. Look at this! Look at this! She's gorgeous. She's cute. Are you kidding me? Love. I'm just going to keep this here. So this was my favorite competition. What people don't know, like I was saying, let's go, Ashley. She's wearing pink. I forgot what color I was wearing. I think it was yellow. So what people don't know, that competition is outside and it's 90. Last year was hotter during this time, but it was like 90 something degrees outside, and they put the tarp thing over the backyard, which encapsulates all of the heat. It traps it. So I was dying during this competition. And granted, I only was out there for like 14, maybe 15 minutes, but it's so hot. You're running back and forth. You can't breathe. It feels like you're doing hot freaking yoga. I was not well. So when I was like superhero out at the end, I literally felt like I was about to pass out. And what they don't show is everybody goes one at a time. So you're waiting in different rooms until it's your time to compete. I was the very last one to compete. So it took, okay, let's put this into context. Okay. It took chemo 35 minutes or something like that. So it took Rubina and Cam longer than that to compete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then, you have to wait everybody's turn. Then they have to reset all the comics, right? So it took like hours for this competition. So I was the last one to go. So I fell asleep in the HOH room I think I was in, waiting that whole time. And then all of a sudden you're woken up by producers. Chelsea, it's your turn. So I had to snap out of my sleep to then go compete. So it was just a hot mess. It was just a hot mess. I know who won the BB Comics this year. Ooh. I know who won, but I don't know who placed second and third. Maybe that's why Cam took a break. I've never been so mad at him in the game other than that moment. That moment took the cake. Have I hung out with Mackenzie recently? Yeah, I was just with her and Matt last month in Atlanta. I'm actually headed back to Atlanta this weekend, but they're in New York. Okay, I'm going to put my comic down. But BB comic. That's one of the staples. If you've made it to BB Comics and got to compete, I feel like you've got the full Big Brother experience. Somebody asked, can I see Julie in the DR? Oh, so Will's going up right now in BB Comics. I know he gets injured. I'm sure they're going to show it. So, how are you calm enough to sleep before a competition? It's not about like being calm. Well, I knew it was going to be me, Mackenzie, or Cam. So I thought. So I knew like no matter what, we were going to take it. So I didn't really have to win. You're just in the room for hours. I'm like, well, I psych myself up so much. I'm like, I need to fall asleep so I don't get in my head too much. Let me answer the comment about Julie. You can, on live eviction night, when we're sitting in the living room and they keep panning to us, you know, and while we're all talking or doing something crazy, during some portion of the first part of the live eviction show, they do show Julie on the screen when she says hello house guest, or whenever she shows up, we see her on the TV in the living room. But when you go into the diary room to cast your vote to evict, there's no screen in there. All you have is a camera and just, you know, camera staring at you, and then audio. So you hear Julie, but you do see her before you go in the DR in the living room. So for those alum who were like, people need to stop saying Julie looks nice. You don't even see Julie. Yeah, you do see Julie. They didn't show Will getting injured. But he's looking like Cam doing this. And honestly, I think Cam was in green as well. That's so funny. But that's a good question. Everybody always thinks that, like, when we go in the diary room, that we see producers or see Julie. Like, there's no screen in there. And that's what makes it hard on Big Brother. And you have to be a specific type of person to go on the show, because you have to be able to have personality talking to just a camera. There's nothing to look at. You're in a blank room talking to a black camera. And you got to have personality. So that's hard to storytell to, like, you know, nothing. Ava's going right now, competing. Was Cam in green or was he in blue? I feel like Cam was in green. Mackenzie was in pink. I was in yellow. Rubina was in red. And I think Chemo was in blue. I might be making that up. When BB asks you questions in the DR, whose voice is asking the questions? So, okay, so let me pause that. Throughout the show, you in the DR are about 6 to 7 different producers. Okay, so they're actual people who are watching us 24/7. Phenomenal people, phenomenal humans watching us 24/7. They're on different shifts, and so when you're in the DR, you're not talking to like a Big Brother voice. You're talking to a human. And at certain points, you start to like know based on their schedule who it is. You get accustomed to their voice, to their style in the DR, because every producer is different. But usually when they call you in the DR, it is right after a conversation that you've had. So if me and Mackenzie were having a conversation about who to put on the block, you know, 20, 25, 30 minutes later, you're getting called in the DR about that conversation. So they try to do it in real time to catch raw emotion. Morgan's going up right now. Morgan's in red. She looks so cute. So yeah, there are times where our cast called it time traveling, where you have to go back in time. You have to put the veto, like 2 days have passed. You have to put the veto outfit back on, and you have to act like, you know, you just performed the veto. So production will remind you, hey, you have this conversation here, and then you're able to recall. The thing about Big Brother, you have nothing else to do but talk. So you remember conversations. You know what I'm saying? That all you have time to do is think and converse. So you remember it. Yeah. What's up, Rachel? Thank you. Who do I think will win veto tonight? I already know, because I watch live feeds. I already know. Morgan's going right now. Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate it. Oh, is that why they were still wearing their BB comic costumes after? Yeah, because you go straight to DRs after vetoes. And veto DR sessions are a good like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on your performance and your ability to narrate, or if you won. So vetoes have the longest diary rooms, to be honest with you. So everybody is expected to hash out from start to finish their veto. So we stay in our costumes because we know we're going to have to go in the DR for it. The hard part for like being black on the show is like if my hair was straight during a veto competition, right? Or if my hair was straight during a competition, for example, OTEV, my hair was straight going into it, then I get slime on it, or I get wet, and now my hair is curly, I still have to time travel. So I have to look the way that I did during the veto competition. So like my hair was an issue because your hair has to look the same. And the thing about being black, a black woman, is like, you know, trying to maintain my hairstyle throughout the show to keep consistency in DRs was difficult. Nobody talks about that. What happens when you hit that button in the comp? Hold on. What do you mean by that? What's up, everybody who's joining? Dying to hear your thoughts. Oh, I can't. No, I'm not going to share my thoughts on that. You know, Chelsea, have you spoken with Mickey? Yes, Mickey and I have gone back and forth a little bit via text. I'll be in Atlanta this weekend for a couple days. So hoping to link with her and Zach. I cannot share too much of my thoughts on people. When they tell house guests to go to the diary room when they win something, how did the other house guests not know it is the person that gets called to the DR? Hope that made sense. It didn't. That doesn't make sense. When they tell house guests to go to the diary room when they win something, how do the other house guests not know it is the person that gets called to the DR? I don't know what you're asking. Like, have I met Rachel already? Yes, I have. If they do a BB Winners or ask you to come back for a season, would you do it? I would love to see you play again. Yeah, I would. I will be at the hosting she's having tomorrow. I hope y'all do something when you come to Atlanta. Yeah, I won't be there tomorrow. I'll be there on Sunday though, but Sunday night I am. The reason I'm going out there is out to Atlanta this weekend is for my new friend Jackie Hill Perry. She is dropping a new album, which I'm very excited about. One thing I love about her, like Christian music, especially rap, could usually lean on the like boring or cheesy side. Like it's just cheese. Kind of cheap music. But the stuff that she's been putting out, even since her poetry days, has just been solid music. Like that could stand against secular rap. So I'm going out there to support her and have a good time with the Perrys. And just celebrate all that God's doing in her music. But her event is Sunday night, which is the night of the live show. So I won't, be able to link with Mickey or Zach while I'm out there for the live show. Or not for live show, but for Sunday night's episode. Because Jackie takes priority. But hopefully I'll get to link with them while I'm out there. Yeah, we do get therapy post the show.
This week, but I do know that if I do win it, then I have all the power. Then I can decide if I want to try a backdoor Keanu or not.
What's up, Mel? Good to see. I haven't seen you in ages. I hope you're well, and I hope you have I hope you're dating. I hope that your dating life is much better than when we last convened. You and I both, that's a prayer, sister. I hope a good one has found you. Because you're amazing. Lauren's indecisiveness is killing me. My goodness today. My goodness today. My goodness today. Here's one thing about... This is proven to be true. Big Brother is one of the most difficult shows to go on. Game shows to go on. Cutthroat. Just cutthroat. A character trait to not have is timidity. You cannot go in there and be timid. What is your favorite worship song? As of now, when I tell you this song will get me in the Shekinah, is a song called Yes by the Walls Group. It has been doing something to my soul recently. So it's called Yes by the Walls Group. Junior always manages to just bust in here. Well, you want to say hi to the people? Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? He just be busting in here. What's up, Ashley? Look at this. Oh, my sweet boy, my sweetie. Junior is the most his name is Junior. Junior, Anthony, Marlene, Baham. No, you don't get to bust in here and then choose when you want to get in and out the live. Sir. Okay, you can leave now. I love you so much, my boy. It's my good boy. I'll say this about Charlie Kirk. Because, Ashley got, hold on, pause.
If I cannot pull out a win today, I am hoping
Ashley
that
placed in
Vince
top
does.
3.
Ashley's time comes in at a little bit over 20 minutes.
Ashley, it took her 20 minutes.
Try not to freak out. I need this video.
They didn't share our times during my my season. They just gave first, second, third place, which I didn't appreciate.
Around my neck.
In second place with a time of
Oh, wow.
13 minutes and 3
Oh,
seconds is...
shoot. Vince?
I'm really
Oh.
sad right now because
Morgan
I'm hoping that
killed
somebody
that.
else wins and changes my nominations. If I win the veto, try and backdoor Keanu, and he survives, then he's going to be really mad at me. But if somebody else wins the veto,
No way.
Keanu, then my hands were tied, and I had no other
Yeah.
option.
They did top 3 for our season too, but they didn't give times. So they just said in third place was Chemo, second place was Chelsea, first was Mackenzie. So they didn't give us times.
Lauren.
Wow. Oh, my God.
I'm not a genius. My IQ is nowhere close to 200. I don't even know how IQ.
Oh, it's Lauren
But
second.
I'm
Lauren
thinking,
got
holy
13
smokes,
minutes.
I won this.
In first place with a time of
12
12
minutes.
minutes and 34 seconds is... Morgan.
My girl. My girl Morgan won. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Vince thought he had that in the bag.
It's a bird.
I love that for her. Okay, here's what I'll say about the Charlie Kirk stuff because my DMs have been blowing up. I went on live earlier today and that's just been nonstop. Here's the sad. For anybody to celebrate the assassination of somebody is insane. Now, I commented this on my threads. You can both disagree with somebody's politics, right? Like, you can disagree with the way that somebody thought or lived their life and all the things. Like, you can disagree with Charlie and also, too, disagree with his assassination. Like, they're not mutually exclusive. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can hold both tensions at the same time, that though I disagree with his politics or agree with his politics, wherever you stand, you can also be enraged at the fact that he got assassinated. You know what I'm saying? So I hold both tensions. Do I fully agree with some of his stances? No. But do I also agree with him being shot? No. So both can be true at the same time. It's devastating. It's devastating to see a man and his life get taken when he has 2 kids back at home and a wife. It's sad to see. Like, let's just pause for this thought. Hold on, let me close my door. Let's just think of this. His kids will be able to go online and see footage of his dad get shot. So, regardless of where people stand, I disagree with the result being violence in this way. I disagree with it. And even some of his stances, and I hate talking politics. I hate it. My world is not centered around politics. Neither is my religion centered around politics. Politics does not move. I'm not in it like that. But even though there's some things that he's stated that I'm like, what? I don't think the result should not be violence. And that's just my thought on that. And I'm going to put a pin on that. And what's so sick about our world, I was grieved not only by what happened today in Utah, but I was grieved by the response of people saying like, well, that's what you get. You got a taste of your own medicine. This is what you asked for, yada, yada, yada. It's just, it shows the sinful nature of humanity, that we as a people can be so wicked and so evil that we celebrate death like this. It's sick, so it's driving me to my knees to pray. It's driving me to just pray for people's hearts. That's it. That's it. So that's my thoughts on it. I hate getting political, especially on social media. I think politics are nuanced, and I don't think they're ever black or white. And I also not, politics does not lead to that, torn up instead. And I will not apologize for that move. I got Giveon because y'all are always like, oh, you don't have enough men on your wall. Whatever. I have Anderson. And then, like, if there was a vocal Bible, she'd be one of the authors in it. Miss Brandy. Yeah, I just be dropping everything all the time. Yeah. Sister, I got taste. I got taste. Dochi, her, I got taste. What I need, oh, Adrian is in the chat. What it do, baby boo? Gone too soon. R.I.P. Dan is the greatest of all time. Mr. Giesling. Hey, Chelsea. It's one of my dreams to be on Big Brother. Any quick advice on how to stand out when applying? When is the Amazing Race first episode? Amazing Race first episode airs September 25th. It's on a Thursday. My advice for standing out, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to ask my casting producer so I have a better gauge of why I stood out. But when I submitted my video, I submitted it in this room. Like, I opened up my laptop and started talking. I just talked for 4 minutes. And that was it. I was just very me. There was no extra fluff to it. There was no editing. There was no music in the back. I was just talking. So I think they cast me because they wanted, they cast me to be this type of person. And I fit the bill, fit the mold. I do think I had interesting stories. So I think have 2 to 3 fascinating stories, like fun, engaging stories that also share a lot about who you are as a person. So I had some fun stories in there. I'm also chronically single, like Christian girl, degree in communication, also athletic. Like, I had a lot of the characteristics of somebody who would not win, but who would go on the show and has a good grasp of the show. And I was just authentic. I was just me, y'all. I wasn't doing any of that extra stuff. I was just me. Somebody else asked, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Fight me on it. One of the best albums, hands down. No skips. No skips, bro. No skips. I love a good body of work. We're missing that nowadays. A body of work. Give me an album, give me a record where from the intro, from the prelude to the outro, it tells me a story. That's what I want. Am I going to Oz's finale party since it's in LA? If I'm invited, yes. Do they let you keep your costumes for Big Brother? Yes, they do. Show do, show enough. What's up, y'all? Everybody that's joining. What's up? I'm answering some questions. Life, Big Brother, all the things. Where does the veto go before the veto meeting? I don't know what you're asking. I don't know. Help me understand that question a little bit better. Thank you, Adrian. Hey, girl, how about you and Taylor and BB All-Stars? I'm down. Have I heard of Lauryn Hill's MTV Unplugged album? Dude, yeah. Like, it's so raw. There's a couple moments that she, like, forgets her lyrics or her voice cracks because she gets emotional. I love that stuff. Favorites. Who is your favorite WNBA player of all time? Easy top 2 because they're LA bred or they played in LA. And I just love them. And I have signed jerseys from both of them. Is Lisa Leslie, obviously. And Candace Parker. Does the veto holder get to keep the veto with their stuff after they win and before the meeting, or do they put it somewhere else? There's like a hook in the kitchen that you can hold your veto medallion up there, or people wear it around their neck. Beforehand, the veto is usually in a box or something in the competition. So producers would say, open up the box, the veto is in there, or something like that. Who's my favorite player? Big Brother 27. Who was my favorite player is Rachel. And Morgan's in that list as well. Other questions before I log out and finish this veto episode? Man, it's been a day, y'all. It's been a day. The fact that my brother finishes Wordle in just 3 tries is sickening to me. And then yesterday, just in 2 tries. Like, who do you think you are? It's so annoying. I love Will. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate that. Okay, the first week HOH, do they make you memorize the nomination speech, or is it on the wall somewhere? That's a great... I thought about that a lot before going on the show. I was like, okay, those are a lot of lines, and I get nervous. How am I supposed to memorize it? So while you're standing... Loved you on the Paris podcast. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. I had so much fun with Jackie and Preston. They are stand-up phenomenal people. Quick, since we're on Big Brother and Jackie, this is a fun story. So with Jackie, and I wish she was on this live because I would bring her on. But somebody tag Jackie. Tell her to come on the live. But I knew Jackie watched Big Brother maybe like 3 years ago. She had tweeted about it, or she had posted something about it. And I was like, oh, that's dope. Jackie watches, I watch Big Brother too. Then didn't think anything of it. When I was getting cast, still forgot that she watched the show. I then went to her and Preston's. They did a podcast tour like a month before I was scheduled to be picked up for Big Brother. So I remember like taking a picture with her, and when I was going up to her, part of me was like, do I just drop the hint that I'm going on the show? But it seemed superficial to say, hey, I'm going on a show that you watch. It's just like weird. That's weird. I don't want to be weird. It's just like one of my main rules is just don't be weird, So I don't want to be that weird girl. It's like, hey, Jackie, I'm going on Big Brother. Watch it, please. That's stupid. So I didn't tell her, but I posted a picture of us after the Perry's podcast tour, and then went on the show. And I forgot. I didn't even think that she would be watching it while I went on the show. But when I got off the show and I got my phone back, and I was going in my DMs, she's one of the first people that popped up, and I was like, oh, that's dope. And then we linked up from then, and yeah, have been talking ever since. Great people. But she's been watching since season 2, and I would argue that Jackie knows this game better than every single person on this show right now. Every single person. Oh, sorry, the speech. Dude, sidetracked. So when you're in Big Brother and you have to do HOH speech or veto speech, whatever the case may be, you'll stand in front of the room and the producer is guiding you through the whole thing. So how does the HOH go? I've done it enough times, I should know. This, or just for example, like this is the nomination. The producer will say, okay, repeat after me. This is the nomination ceremony. This is the nomination ceremony. The producer will say, it is my job as HOH to nominate 3 people for eviction. I'll pause and I'll say, it is my job as head of household to nominate 3 people for eviction. Then the producer would be like, okay, in the nomination block are 3 keys of whatever. I forgot the speech.